This is just a little wooden dowel, and these are some papers. You'd also want some hot glue. Hey guys, Maid Flom here, and I am going to use my Scan and Cut to make myself a little flower on a stick. Now you can do this onto a pencil if you'd like. I had a situation where I just needed a little flower on a stick, and I had a lot of fun making it, so I thought I would share the how-to with you here today. The first thing you're going to do is pick your patterns. I'm going to go ahead and just use built-in patterns. I'm actually going to start with the basics because there is a great shape that I want for my leaf. When I want a really simple leaf, either maybe I want to customize it myself, or perhaps, I don't know, perhaps there's just something I have in mind that I have a vision for and none of the leaves are quite working. I like to go in here and use one of these. Now I like this one right here, and I'm going to make 4 of them, and I'm just going to leave it where it is. And then I'll go in here and edit. I'm going to edit 2 of them to be significantly smaller, probably about 2.5 inches high. And I can make these as big or as small as I would like. If I decide I want all of them to be different shapes, that's fine too. And I'm just going to click OK, OK, one more OK, and then I'm going to go into Add Pattern, and now this time I am going to go into this right here, and we're going to find a flower. Now what we're wanting for this, we can pick any of these flowers here, really. They will all work. It just depends on what you like. If you want it to be more open, more closed, if you want, now see with these layered flowers, you can go in and let's just say okay to this. You can go in and select one of the parts. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and select that and set and continue to add. This time though, you see this button right here? We're not gonna wanna push this. This is gonna send us back to this screen. If we push add and we don't want this, we want something else, you click pattern. Now just note that if we do this, these measurements are not going to be saved. So that's just something to note if you were picking more pieces off the pattern. Since we are not, that is not a problem. I just bring that up so you either jot down what that measurement was or just take note. And I'm not sizing these yet. I'm just clicking OK, set, add, repeat one more time. Again, click pattern, pattern, and on in here. I'm moving pretty quickly here, but you know, you can see it's fairly self-explanatory stuff. It's just click the pattern and go. I love that for projects like this, I don't have to, it won't take just an absolute ton of work to get started even. Now we're gonna edit. So I'm gonna go into edit. Now we're gonna edit the size. So I want the biggest one. I want this to be fairly big actually. So I'm gonna put just a little less than 5 inches. And then I'm just kind of layering these over and under, and I'm deciding, I think I want this one to be the next one, and I'm making sure that each one is significantly smaller or bigger, depending on which one you're working on, than the last. Because I do want, I think right about there will be good. I do want these to be different sizes. Then I'm moving, so you can see the grid on here. I'm moving these around so that they will be in different positions. If you need to edit, if you click here, you can do lots of different things. I'm going to actually just move these guys here like so and place them up like so. I'm just trying to fit everybody in here. Actually, that should be fine. This one will go here. I'm just trying to fit everybody in within their 6-inch square, because what I am going to do is put different papers on each one. Although, looking at my paper selection, for example, this one is 2 different patterns. So I could actually just pull that down here and put both of these a similar pattern. That would be just fine. Or if I want more, actually I think I want different patterns for all. So I am gonna go ahead and put this up here. So you can see I just went ahead and did it that way so that everything was within its 6 inches. And I'm actually going to bring things kind of away from that center edge other than these leaves and say okay, okay, one more okay, well, one more okay. And then we're going to cut. Now the half cut is on because I was cutting vinyl last, so we just need to go in here, click it to off. I do not do anything with the auto pressure or anything like that, the speed, I just let it be. And now we're ready to cut, except you see how this does not say start because I don't have a mat loaded. So now that I can see where I have my pieces, I need to cut papers 6 inches or smaller, depending on which pieces I've got here, and load up my mat. Once you have your pieces on your mat, you're going to go ahead and open up the ScanNCut and place on here and press the load so that can load up there for us. And there's no need to scan your material in, just make sure to press that down. If anything, looks like my green paper lifted up off the mat a little bit getting loaded, so I'm just pressing it down once again with the scraper tool. If you were not sure, if we go back right here, we could scan this in. However, I'm absolutely certain everything is well within our boundaries, so there's no need to do that. We're just going to press cut once again and start. Once everything is cut out, you can start making. So the way that I'm going to start this is actually decide which side I want this, and on the side that will be on the stick side, I guess I should say, is put a dollop of hot glue. And then I'm actually just going to press the stick here straight down. And this part just takes a little bit of patience. I'm just gonna wait for that glue to cool so that we have a more stable working surface. Once that is done, you can start shaping. I like to shape one layer at a time as I build this. You could assemble it all and then shape it all. That's really personal preference. As you can see, I am just using my fingers here to bend these petals both down and in. And you can go further if you would like. If you would like this to be more angled, you can just work slowly. Don't try to work too quickly, but you can slowly just kind of work to press the sides down and in if you want it to be more angled. It's really up to you. And by the way, I'm using paper for this. You don't have to use paper. You could use anything. I like felt for this a lot. And then from here, what we're going to do, I'm actually going to pre-fold up my petals on this next layer because I know exactly how I want it. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue right to the middle, and not too much, you know, we just need just enough to make sure it sticks. And then whoop, there we go. Put this right to the middle, and I'm gonna, you notice how as it cools, I'm leaving these petals up. They'll open up on their own or with my help, but I'm just letting them just kind of unfold as they will. And while I let that cool, I can work on my leaves. And again, same idea. If you want to fold them, play with them, you know, make one end like more pointed or less pointed. It's totally your call how you would like these to look. If you would like them to bend in a certain way, or, you know, really there isn't a right or a wrong here. It's personal preference. And always remember that with your crafting, you know, it's whatever you would like it to be. And so for me, I would like, this is one of the smaller ones. So I'm going to put this like so and just kind of hold it here. Again, just kind of holding it for a minute while it cools. I can put more pressure and bend this out more once it's dry. I just finished gluing a button right here in the center and the top. And you see I've got my little list flower layer as well. This is just super cute and fun. I just love this project. This is just a fun thing to do. And if I wanted to add more leaves, I could. If I wanted another one down lower, I think I like my two the way they are. I could also add one like at a different angle like so to give it a different look if I wanted to do that. Or if I wanted to create, I don't know, we could create however we wanted to. But if I wanted to add again to this, I certainly could. But I like it the way it is. So I'm going to stick it with 2 leaves. And my petals. I hope that you enjoyed this quick, easy little tutorial. I will see you next time.